You are a king. You are a queen. You are the master of your domain. You can do anything that you want. Money is attracted to you. It's already happened. You're a winner. You never fail. There are no failures in your life, only lessons.
Bro.
I've been telling you guys that trading, anything that you do in your life, is a mindset. How do you feel about yourself? How do you think about yourself? Are you getting enough rest? Do you have ideas to change the situation that you're in? Do you want to quit your job? Are you tired of working for somebody else? Welcome to Dragon List Trading with Oliver Kelman, where we will show you the path that we've taken to find success, not only in working, not only in making money, but in how we think, how we perceive things, how we're able to change the direction of the world in which we exist, this matrix. Before you go to sleep, understanding the challenges, but clearing your mind of everything. And when you wake up in the morning, before you do anything, before you get out of bed, focusing, meditating, manifesting your creation of the world and where you want to go. Today, I'm going to show you what I think is happening in the markets. A lot of people are saying crypto to the moon. It's not happening, guys. I don't think so. Not yet. That's not my speculation. I think that the market makers in crypto, the market makers in indexes, NASDAQ, S&P, the Dow, I think with all altcoins, the whole market, I don't think that we get that boost to the upside. And if you want to believe what these guys are telling you on these other YouTube channels, if you want to believe what these guys are saying out there, to the moon, put all your money in, FOMO in, fear of missing out. Don't miss out, jump in. The only thing that's going to happen is the money that you put in now will be halved to the downside. You're going to fear, you're going to want to sell at that low level and lose money. That's my speculation. No, I'm not Marvin the Mind Reader. If I were, I'd be a multi-billionaire right now. But the speculation that I'm giving you is what's worked for me in the past. It's not financial advice. I think everybody here, as I tell you, should do your own research. But it's educational purposes that I'm telling you this. It's what's worked for me to enable me to 700x a whole funded account within 1 year. It's what's worked for me in order to buy the lows, hold on to where I bought in initially, dollar cost average in. And it's what's enabled me to say, hey, I'm putting my money on the side into a leveraged account, or if it's crypto, into USDT. I'm not buying back in to the fear of missing out. I'm waiting for the drop that I'm comfortable with. And when it gets to that level, then I'm going to buy back in across all my assets. So let me show you what I'm seeing right now with Bitcoin. Then we'll go to Ethereum, which is an altcoin, but the #2 market cap. And then we're going to go ahead and check out not the indexes, NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen to Bitcoin. So what I like to do, guys, to see what's going on in the long term, I like to go to the 5 hour. Why the 5 hour? Because the 5 hours is what the banking institutions are using. That's what the market makers are using. I want to trade and invest like a market maker. I don't want to lose money. So I'm going to go ahead and trade on their 5 hour. So here, as we see, we got briefly in April to this high around 30, about 31,000. Okay. It was topping off at my Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger Band, which was showing that it was oversold. And when I go down here, my RSI, I see also here, it's getting up here and it's getting to my oversold. So what happens when it's oversold, guys? It's going to go down. It's going to sell off. And that's what's happening. So I got my double confirmation here, got other confirmations here. And I see also, if you look, it wicked up, it came back down, but then this candle is an indecision candle that's here. And when I see a candle like that, it's telling me that we're going to see a trend change. Okay. So this area here, guys, we see it's come up, it's come up, it's come up. That was sort of a resistance. It broke out of this resistance, but it was, for me, it was hitting always that oversold. And it was a way to sort of get people to FOMO in, buy back in. Fear of missing out, guys. Let's go ahead and get in. And what happened? It came back down, trend change candle. This is on the 5 hour. And then what happens? It comes down. These are all red candles. It's selling. It's trying to get below my white EMA, white line, which is my 9-day exponential moving average. It's a lot of support here, though. So it's holding it. It's holding it. It's holding it all from March to April 16. It's here. It has one more attempt. It climbs back up. It's hitting this little red line, which is a Fibonacci level. Okay, another way to sort of entice people, retail investors to FOMO in, jump in. It hits there, it wicks in. It doesn't hold it in the week. It comes back down, and what do we see here? A major sell-off. Okay, it comes all the way down. As guys, I've been telling you, I like to trade the linear regression lines. The 5 hour linear regression lines, as I showed you last week, whatever's happening, let me go to another candle, another time frame. On the 1 hour, even though we see that it's consolidating on the 1 hour for Bitcoin, okay, on the 5 hour, because we're looking at the bigger picture, on the 5 hour, guys, we see that it's trending down still. Huh? These are things that these other guys are not going to show you. These are things that people are going to want you to pay for, but I'm giving you this education for free. And for the guys that are already in my investment and trading fund and in the educational platform, they're getting a lot more. But here we see that it went up here to this Fibonacci level, then it sold down. And what happened? It came all the way down and hit the bottom of my linear regression line, right? To the dollar. May have come a wick past a little bit, but it closed out at the dollar at the bottom of that linear regression line, right? And look here, what's it showing me back here? When I get to this particular level, what does it say? It says close my entry order shorts if I was shorting, and I should go long, which means I should buy. And what happened? after trading, consolidating in this zone from April 22nd to April 25th, we saw a buy-up, okay? But it came back to this level that it broke down from. This level is called a pivot level. And what does this say here when I go back here? Close entry order long. So here it's trading, and we see it's wick up here right exactly to my close entry order long. And what did it do here? It wicked up to the top of my linear regression line that's going down, guys. So why would I buy? Sure, the rest of the candlestick could come back up. This is only a wick. It could come back up. But anywhere here around that 29,600 to maybe even a $30,000 level, I'm going in for a heavy sell. So why am I fooling around with this? Why am I buying in on Bitcoin? And if I'm on leverage, why am I buying in on Bitcoin that has a huge spread just for me to break even? I'm going to lose money. I'm keeping my money in USDT. It's my long-term investment, guys. I'm keeping it here. Why? Because now I'm looking, it's consolidating. Yeah, it could come back up here, but then it'll come right back down here, all right, to around that 26K level, okay? And if it does not hold this level, first of all, this is a pivot level, so it's gone past here, okay? If it breaks this level of support and goes to the bottom of this linear regression line, then what are we doing? We're just going up and down, up and down, up and down in this downward trend, okay? Don't get fooled. Don't get caught out there. And if it doesn't hold this level and it breaks down, where does it go? Let's go to the daily. Because this is the 5-hour that the market makers are doing to trade, make money on, if they're going ahead and day trading or swing trading. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. The daily has it going up. I'm going to show you something on the weekly. On the daily here, we're consolidating, right? But what do we see here? This left shoulder, this is a head, this is a right shoulder. And it doesn't have to be an exact right shoulder. You know, it's a lopsided right shoulder for a head and shoulders. But what is a head and shoulders pattern, guys? It's a bearish pattern. What is that telling me? If it's bearish, we're going to go down, okay? And what I like to do, I always trade up to the weekly. And on the weekly, guys, this is what I'm telling you. You got to go ahead and look at the different time frames. And you got to go outside to the bigger time frames to see what's happening long-term in the market. So yeah, my 5-hour is showing me it's going down. My daily is showing that it's going up on the daily. But that weekly, that master weekly, which is king, which is God, it's going down, guys, right? And look at this. It breaks, it came here where it was. This on the weekly, remember what I told you about the head and shoulders? This on the weekly is a bearish form. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. This is the right shoulder here. It goes ahead, if it pops up here, I think right now we're here, where it's telling me to close. Remember I told you at around that 30,000 level? But if the market makers want to fool the retail investor, if the market makers want to fool the people who do not know, who are not getting the education that we're giving you, who are jumping in because they're just listening to guys telling them when to buy and when to sell, and they're only losing money at the end of the day. If I see I'm selling here, but it could even push up to 34,000. I don't think that it will. But if the market makers really want to create FOMO and trick people, push it up to that $34,000 level, what's going to happen, guys? Go down here to that 16K level, right? Retest 16K. And if they want to cause havoc, which I think they would, and actually have people go ahead and actually truly sell down, then here, guys, we see this huge support, this bottom arrows, okay? And where is that, guys? It's around 11K. It could be around 11K to around 9K, around these arrows, okay? Before it settles down here and then shoots back up. Head and shoulders, guys. Head and shoulders, okay? Bearish formation. It could come here and test this, go back up, or we can actually see it even go a little bit further down. So let's say maybe around even 5K. I don't think it's going to get to 5K, but be prepared. I'm going to go ahead and buy in around that 10K level. I don't care if it goes down to 5K. I lose a bit more money because why? All my Bitcoin, all my altcoins for long-term investment that I'm holding in USDT, waiting for the drop, which I think is going to happen. It's going to come down here. I'm going to buy in heavy. So even if it comes down and I lose a little bit more money, once it shoots up, guys, once it shoots up and gets back to this level that it was at 69K, I'm buying in at 10K. It goes up to 69, 70K. Do the math, guys. Those are huge gains on Bitcoin. And I'm not just trading Bitcoin. I keep really most of my money that I'm investing, I'm putting that into altcoin. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Same thing. This is Ethereum on the weekly, guys. What do we see here? Chris, can you tell me what kind of formation can we see here? This is a head and shoulders, right? This is the left shoulder. This is a head formation. This is a right shoulder, okay? So here again, right now, Ethereum is trading at 1,800. I like Ethereum. Why? Because it gives me a little bit of a better ROI than Bitcoin. So here is Ethereum. If it comes down here to this bottom, the top of here, the support of where it pivoted from here, that's $444, guys. I don't think it's going to get to $444, but if it does, let's say it comes over here, oversold, the bottom of this Bollinger Band, the bottom of this middle linear regression line, that's about 1,000, right? Okay, so let's just say that goes to 1,800 to $1,000, right? If it goes, when it pivots back up and retests its all-time high, say $1,000, $800, right? Going all the way back up to $4,800, $49, that's almost $5,000, right? What is that if I buy in on 1,000 and then retest and I get out at 5,000? What is that? Huh? $1,000 I'm turning into $5,000, right? $20,000 I'm turning into $100,000 just on that trade alone. $100, what am I doing? $100,000, I'm turning that into $500,000. And that's just Ethereum. Better ROI. But hey, you see what I'm saying, guys? Let's look here at one of my loves, Shiba Inu. SHIB USDT. SHIB USDT made a lot of people millionaires back in 2020. Oh my, and you see these levels. So here, SHIB Inu, which is trading just like Bitcoin, guys, right? Just like Ethereum. Look at this. What is this, guys? This is a head. I mean, this is a left shoulder. What is this, guys? This is a head formation. Now, what's it been doing on the weekly? It's just been consolidating here. So let's say we go down, all right? We get down here to this level, 5 zeros and a 6, right, guys? This is where it was at, 5 zeros and a 6 in September of 21, right? And then it shot back up. Here, it retested this December of 2022. It was 5 zeros and a 7. So let's say we get even back to 5 zeros, but let's say 5 zeros and a 6, okay? 5 zeros and a 6, all right? And then we shoot back up like we did with Bitcoin and Ethereum, retest the all-time high. 5 zeros in the 5 zeros in the 6. It goes, look at all of that, guys. Shiba Inu. Look at all of that, guys. 4 zeros. Look at all of that. Look at that wick. Retesting that wick. Look at all of that. 4 zeros in the 885. You know what $10,000, $20,000 is doing for me at Shiba Inu? You know what that's giving me? $30,000, $50,000? That's giving me several million dollars. Crazy, huh? So that's just on that. So this is what I'm looking at. When we trade, we have to use our education. We cannot just look at the short term. I trade short term in and out, sniper trading on indexes, but I invest long term in crypto. Crypto is the future, guys. Metaverse, NFT, blockchain, Web3, all of that in crypto. But these, I showed you just these 4 trades by itself. It's amazing. So watch. Don't just FOMO in. Don't just jump into a particular trade. Just don't listen to people. Don't listen to me, guys. Do your homework, but educate yourself. Allow me to educate you. BTC, let's go and just take another look at BTC, USDT, Binance on that weekly, so we could look and see what we're expecting. This is on the weekly, see where it was here. This goes all the way back to March of 2019. This is a huge here. And it could actually come back and retest, I think, where it pivoted from, which is here. Which is here. Oh, sorry, which is here. Okay, see, I drew that line there. Up here, which is here. Okay. So these are supports here. So if we go back here and retest this level here, that's at 20K. And if we get back to this bottom level here, it's at 13K. This is where it's been consolidating from, okay? So, but if we go down to this level, remember what I told you, if we hit at this level, these are different support levels that I would trade from. And then this final bottom, if they really want to cause damage. All right, where it was back in 2021, I think it was, or 2020, right? Yeah, August of 2020, I remember that. I was in Cuba and Mexico at the time, trying to go ahead and buy that. So if they go ahead and push it to here, that's at $7,000, or here, $5,000. Bitcoin, $5,000 Bitcoin, right? But this is where it's at. But this is where I could see it retest, and then they break it back down to here, okay? That's a safe bet to retest that support before they shoot back up again, okay? And that's why I said that's around that 13K level. So listen to us, guys. Do your homework, okay? And everything again here is education, all right? Take a 5-minute break, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into indexes, all right?